Hello, I'm Lesley Allen. I'm a writer from Bangor and I also programme some of the events for Open House Festival. When I was invited to be part of this lovely initiative and to read a short Christmas classical passage, I knew immediately what I wanted to read. It's the Christmas morning scene from Louisa May Alcott's Little Women when the four sisters find books hidden under their pillows. There were two reasons why I wanted to read this passage. The first is that while the gifts the sisters received may be Bibles, I like to think of them as a metaphor for all books, for the joy and comfort and guidance and distraction that stories can bring, and we have never needed that more than in 2020, and because books make the perfect presents. And the second reason is because Little Women is special in my family. It's one of my favourite books, it's one of my daughter Amy's favourite books, and we were both introduced to it by my lovely mum Patsy. My mum died recently, making what has been a challenging year into a heartbreaking one for our family. But I will be forever grateful to Mum for instilling in me the joy and the power that books and reading can bring. So this is for her. Chapter 2. A Merry Christmas. Jo was the first to wake in the grey dawn of Christmas morning. No stockings hung at the fireplace, and for a moment she felt as much disappointed as she did long ago when her little sock fell down because it was so crammed full of goodies. Then she remembered her mother's promise, and slipping her hand under her pillow, drew out a little crimson-covered book. She knew it very well, for it was that beautiful old story of the best life ever lived, and Jo felt that it was a true guidebook for any pilgrim going on a long journey. She woke Meg with a "Merry Christmas" and bade her see what was under her pillow. A green-covered book appeared, with the same picture inside and a few words written by their mother, which made their one present seem very precious in their eyes. Presently, Beth and Amy woke to rummage and find their little books also, one dove-coloured and the other blue, and all sat looking at and talking about them while the east grew rosy with the coming day. In spite of her small vanities, Meg had a sweet and pious nature which unconsciously influenced her sisters, especially Jo, who loved her very tenderly and obeyed her because her advice was so gently given. "Girls," said Meg seriously, looking from the tumbled head beside her to the two little night-capped ones in the room beyond. "Mother wants us to read and love and mind these books, and we must begin at once. We used to be faithful about it, but since Father went away and all this war trouble unsettled us, we have neglected many things. You can do as you please, but I shall keep my book on the table here and read it every morning as soon as I wake, for I know it will do me good and help me through the day." Then she opened her new book and began to read. Jo put her arm around her and, leaning cheek to cheek, read also, with a quiet expression so seldom seen on her restless face. "How good Meg is! Come, Amy, let's do as they do. I'll help you with the hard words, and they'll explain things if we don't understand," whispered Beth, very much impressed by the pretty books and her sister's example. "I'm glad mine is blue," said Amy. And then the rooms were very still while the pages were softly turned, and the winter sunshine crept in to touch the bright heads and serious faces with a Christmas greeting.